Well, this has to be one of the coolest special projects we've ever built. I mean, this thing is amazing. This project started from a client, Norwegian Cruise Lines, who came back to us and said, look, we need something new and amazing for our next boat that we're building. Every year, we've built one of these big projects for them. Every year, they ask us to make it bigger and better and crazier from the last year. Kind of just sprung to mind, okay, well, how about a crazy short course off-road racing truck with an epic motion system attached to it?
It's a huge motion simulator where you sit in an actual racing truck. It's a truck that had raced before. You sit in the driver's seat. You put on VR goggles. In the VR, you see the actual truck that you're in. So it's a real thing. Like you see it in the real world, you get in VR, you see the real truck in VR. And then to drive it, it moves so much in so many different directions that the experience is completely and totally immersive.
We went with a motion system that had almost 3 feet of travel and could conceivably go up to about 2 Gs of acceleration.
This really big motion system, it's a very different thing that we've used before. It has a ton of motion in many different directions. It allows us to go up and down, side to side like we've done before, and we can even rotate the truck a little bit, which helps when you go around a corner, you're on a dirt surface, so the back end is sliding out, and sometimes the back end will hit a wall or something like that, so you really want to get that feeling.
And then we just put the entire racing truck on top of that. We obviously removed the drivetrain. Normally you crawl through the window in these trucks. We had to actually make a real door that could open and close and had safety switches for the seat belts and the doors and emergency stop switches, and then added obviously all of our controls to it. We utilized all the same pedals that the original racing truck had. We used our steering system, and then we added one of our big gigantic servo-driven fans to it so that you could pipe air in front of the driver. These trucks don't have windshields, they just have like a grate in front of you, so you're truly in the wind in these things. All of those things working together make this such a visceral experience to be able to drive one of these.
The driver is in VR, so the driver has VR goggles on. The VR goggles have to know where the truck is, which is something that you might not think of.
Wow.
If I'm sat in this seat and I'm looking through VR goggles, then as I look around, everything looks kind of normal, like it looks as you'd expect. But if I were to stand up, it would look like I stood up in VR, like I would be at a low position, then I would be at a high position. Well, in the truck, you're doing the same thing. Your head is moving around a ton because the truck is moving around. So we have to compensate for the location of the VR headset, in fact.
And that was another challenge on itself because with VR, they're optically tracked, right? So when this motion system is moving so much, you would be moving inside the virtual vehicle as well with the motion system moving that much. So we actually had to use a motion canceling algorithm that would take into account the motion of the platform itself and actually delete it from the tracking system.
There is the user experience side for the driver, but there also needs to be the user experience side for the operator. We've made that software incredibly simple to use by layering all of our stuff on top of it. Has a very simple interface where you literally just touch a button here, touch a button there, and then the whole thing starts. From an operator perspective, it's very, very simple to use despite all the complexity that's built into the system.
The real magic of this project is the end result and how it felt, right? This thing feels amazing to drive.
Wow, the sense of air is crazy.
I mean, it is so impressive that you can take such a violent vehicle and really trick your brain into feeling it in the simulator. From the moment we started it up, perched in the pit lane, facing downhill, there was an immediate like, whoa, this is a different level. So that's been the biggest question here, right? Because they ask us, you know, every year to do this crazy big project and go bigger and better for the next year. And that's one of the things we've all been like, kind of like looking at each other after this track is like, okay, how do we go up from here?